My actions are servants to others. Be gone! Yet, for I love thee, take this along. I read it for thy sake and would have sent it. Another word, Menaeus, I will not hear thee speak. That man, Phidias, is my beloved in Rome, yet thou withholdest. This last old man, who with a cracked heart I sent back to Rome, loved me above the measure of a father. Their latest refuge was to send for him, though I showed sourly to him. A very little I have yielded to.
Stand aside.
My wife comes foremost. But out affection, a bond in nature privilege break, and a man will author himself, and you no other kin.
My lord husband.
These eyes are not the same I wore in Rome.
Sorrow that flippers us thus change makes you think so.
Like a dull actor now, I forgot my part. I forgot my part. Best of my flesh. Forgive my tyranny, but do not say forgive our Romans. Oh, kiss. Long as my exile, sweet as my revenge.
Oh, stand up, lest with no softer cushion than the flint I kneel before thee, and unproperly show duty. Is mistaken all this while between the child and the parent.
What is this? Your niece and me? Your corrected son?
You have said you will not grant us anything, for we have nothing else to ask, but that which you deny already. Yet we will ask, that if thou fail in our request, the blame may fall upon your harness. Therefore hear us.
A Phidias mark, for we heal not from Roman privates. Your request.
Should we be silent and not speak, our raiment and stated bodies would be rain, what life we have led since thy exile. With thyself, how more unfortunate than all living women are we come hither, since that thy sight, which should make our eyes flow with joy, hearts dance with comforts, constrains them, weep and shake with fear and sorrow, making the mother, wife, and child see the son, husband, and father tearing his country's bowels out. Which to poor we, thine enmity's most capital. Thou barrest us our very prayers to the gods, which is a comfort, that all but we can enjoy. For how can we? Alas, how can we for our country pray whereto we are bound, together with thy victory whereto we are bound? Alack, for either we must lose the country, our dear nurse, or else thy person, our comfort in the country. We must find an evident calamity that we had our wish, which side should win, for either thou must, as a foreign recreant, be led with manacles through the streets, or else triumphantly tread upon thy country's ruin. For myself, son, I purpose not to wait on fortune till these wars determine. If I cannot persuade thee, rather to show noble grace to both parts, than to seek the end of one. Thou shalt no sooner march to assault thy country than to tread, trust to it thou shalt not, on thy mother's womb that brought thee to this world.
They shall not tread on me. I'll run away till I'm bigger, but that I will fight.
Needs not a woman's tenderness to be, requires nor child nor woman's face to see. I've sat too long.
Nay, go not from us thus. If it were so that our request did tend to save the Romans, thereby destroy the Volsces whom you serve, you might condemn us, as poisonous of your honor. No. Our suit is that you reconcile them. Thou knowest, great son, the end of war is uncertain, but this certain, that if thou conquer Rome, the benefit thou thou shalt thereby reap would be such a name whose repetition would be dogged with curses, whose chronicle thus writ, the man was noble, but in his last attempt he wiped it out, destroyed his country, and the name remains to the ensuing age abhorred. Speak to me, son. Why dost not speak? Think'st thou it honorable for a noble man still to remember wrongs? There's no man in the world more bound to his mother, yet here he lets me prate like one of the stocks. Thou hast never, in thy life, showed thy dear mother any courtesy, when she, poor hen, fond of no second brood, plucked thee to the wars and safely home, loaded with honor. Say my request's unjust and spurn me back, but if it be not so, thou art not honest, and the gods will plague thee. That thou restrainst from me the duty to which a mother's part belongs. He turns away. Down, ladies, let us shame him with our knees. To his surname Corialanus longs more pride than pity to our prayers. Down. An end. This is the last. So we will home to Rome and die among our neighbors. Come, let's go. This fellow had a bullshit to his mother. His wife is in Corialanus and his child like him by chance. Yet, give us our dispatch. I am hushed until the city be afire, and then I will speak a little.
Mother, you have won a happy victory, Rome, and to your son believe it. Oh, believe it most strangely your with him prevails, if not most mortal to him. But Ephidius, though I cannot make true wars, were you in my stead, would you have rented less, or heard less of Ephidius?
I was moved withal.
Sir, I dare be sworn you were. It is no little thing to make mine eyes sweat compassion.
I am glad thou hast set aside thy mercy and thy honor, difference in thee. Out of that, I'll work myself a former fortune.
Aye, by and by. Come, enter with us.